I'm going to show you in this video what is needed to know about debt to equity ratio. As a CPA, I've been using the debt to equity on business and people for 30 years. My name is Robert, so let's get into it. This is my voice. The debt to equity ratio is a main ratio that looks at some financial leverage. If you're looking at the balance sheet, it's the right side of the balance sheet. The higher the ratio, then it makes more risk that a company or a company's in. In other words, they have a lot of debt. People or company may not have the money to pay the loans they have. All the debt that someone has. It includes accounts payable notes, payable car loans, house payments, short-term and long-term notes. And you also have credit cards. Besides debt to equity, or it is better known as debt to capital ratio. The lower part of the ratio is made up of common stock, retained earnings, and preferred stock. And the best way to figure equity out is the assets minus the liabilities. Again, you're just dividing debt by equity. If the ratio is 50% or higher, then you need to look at your debt risk. It is considered high. It is an idea to pay your debt off if you can get it down. You could sit down and look at how often you're paying your debt off. It gives a personal financial idea where you are going. It helps in life's plans. It also would help if you understand how the balance sheet works. It has three main parts: asset, liabilities, and equity. You should try to understand the relationships of the three. It helps you understand the debt to equity. Debt equity is very important in refinancing a home or even at your business. The debt equity ratio is important in buying stocks. It helps in deciding whether to buy the stocks because it shows whether the company is profitable. The debt equity is one of 6 ratios used in investing besides the dividend ratio, price earnings ratio, earnings per share ratio, and dividend payout. You can get a home equity loan much easier if your debt ratio is lower. The equity is just another finance tool. If you're thinking about buying a business, then the debt equity comes into play. Financial banks look at debt to equity to get answers from them. The banks will look at the funds that you're asking for and see what you really need. Persons or companies will have to see if they can afford the payments or not. Some people cannot get away from buying things that are a lot of the time they can't afford. Here's some simple ways of paying things off. Pay off the credit cards. You got to pay debt on time. Figure how much you can pay off each month. Find ways to locate extra cash. About credit cards, try not to get any cards and tear them up, the ones that you have. They're hanging over your head. You got to get a budget to see what you can afford. Of course, something always comes that you do not expect, but do not use them if you don't have to. You're going to have to wait for these events to happen, but leave the credit cards alone. You may make more money to pay them off, but who wants to do that just for cards? You can get a credit agent that helps you with credit or debt and gives you ideas to lose the debt. Here's some more ideas. I know it's hard to pay the debt off every month. Try not to go out shopping unless you have to. Try to get rid of the temptation. Look at all the expenses going out and income coming in. Try to live with what you got and not go overboard. How about if you could cut back like things of buying a new car, eating out or expensive restaurants, or even taking a trip to Europe. Use more coupons at stores. Get cheaper clothes. All these things add up, so take a look at them. I know it's not fun, but it works. You can do it automatically. You can save automatically in nest egg and pay your debt down the same way. You can refinance your higher interest with lower interest rate. You can save money more wisely. And out of all ideas that I've given you about debt equity ratios, what are you going to use it for? Refinance a house, pay your credit cards down, or get a car, or what? Please comment below. There's several ways to locate cash in savings or stocks that you forgot about. If you like this video, please subscribe because I got several new videos coming out in the next couple weeks that you might be interested in. The last tidbit might be get rid of some furniture and settlements and consignment stores And if you would share this video with other people who might be interested in it, thank you.